President Bill Clinton at the American Institute of Architects, Atlanta, Georgia.
Fight against climate change. We have avoided too much low-hanging fruit. When Mayor Bloomberg was in office in New York, where our foundation is, he personally paid one summer for young people to have summer jobs, which only required about an hour's worth of training, to go out and paint the flat black tar roofs in our older buildings white. In New York City, properly done, that cuts average greenhouse gas emissions in the summer and average utility bills by 19%. Slapping white paint on the roof, just that. Then if the roofs are properly sealed and have the right support, you can build urban gardens. Mexico City has air that's cleaner than Los Angeles on a clean day, partly because of the vertical gardens they built up and down the walls, as well as the 500 million trees that the previous administration in Mexico City planted. We overlooked the low-hanging fruit at our peril. With our global initiative for the American economy, I started talks about 4 years ago, and we wound up with public and private pension funds led by the building trades and the American Federation of Teachers committing $14 billion to retrofit buildings to make them more efficient. So far, a little over $6 billion has been spent. More than 50,000 jobs have been created doing that. And I think we are underappreciating the low-hanging fruit and underfunding it. I still hope there will be, sometime in the next 2 years, an agreement on how to establish an infrastructure bank and fund it by repatriating overseas corporate cash. But we also had, in the early years of the Obama administration, the Congress did authorize the issuance of certain green bonds, and they sold pretty well and did a lot of good. But we're devoting nowhere near enough investment in America to job-intensive, environment-improving, low-hanging fruit projects. And we need to design for that as well as all the modern things that are out there. I guess the bottom line of this is you got a lot of work to do. And this is a very, very important and exciting time to be an architect. I am personally grateful for the help that I received in building our presidential library, which became the first Platinum LEED federal building ever built. And we're next door to the international headquarters of Heifer, and it's also a Platinum LEED building, and I believe they're the first two headquarters buildings that were next to each other that are both Platinum buildings anywhere in the United States. So I've been honored to try to do my part. I'm frustrated that we haven't done better, but I don't want to forget the low-hanging fruit, the impact on our future environment, and our current job crisis could be exceedingly positive. And you are committed to design for impact. The thing that frustrates me is when I hear people who ought to know better basically say they're in climate denial in part because they don't think a country can get rich, stay rich, and grow richer unless it puts more greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Your designs can prove that we'll get richer quicker and stay rich longer and reduce poverty and set an example for the rest of the world if we reduce our emissions and make the future sustainable.